Hey guys, Coach Cam here from Infinite Fitness. Today I'm going to be running you guys through a common lifting position, the press, and today we're going to be focusing on the horizontal press, right? So the press in front of our body. All right, again, commonly done bench press, dumbbell press, cable presses, all right, things like that are what we're going to be working on here. And again, these are common ways, common lifting cues, and the position that we like to work in for all of these movements, regardless of the variation, okay? So this is really about arm angle, right, and body angle. So with the press, right, let's say maybe it's a half kneeling press, you know, so we're again in that half kneeling position. We're going to be working one arm at a time. A lot of times what we'll see is, you know, kids will be really tight to the body or really flared in the elbow. And it's hard to get them right in the middle. So what we want to do is say, hey, elbow tight to the body, especially if they're flared. Elbow tight to the body, right? And if they're too tight, say, hey, leave a little daylight. Get an arm in there, right? Tap it out. Leave a little daylight. So this is about the position, right, that we want to be in. If they're, you know, if they're like this, right? They're overhand or they have a pronated grip. That's okay, right? But try and encourage them to be at 45 or maybe neutral, just a better angle for the shoulder to work in. We do that with most of our movements, right? I'd say 95, maybe even more % of them, all right, are going to be at a 45-degree angle or neutral. Very few reasons to go pronated, especially for the clientele that we work with. All right, so guys, again, so we should be here. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be controlling that weight to my side. If you see a kid shrugging up, right, remind them to stay relaxed up here. We should be relaxed, shoulders down and back, right, as we're pressing, and basically pressing around the body, right? So as we come back, as we use that eccentric, we're engaging, right, our eccentric muscles like our lats, right, and you can point those out to them, point those out. Engage those lats, control that cable, that dumbbell, whatever, back to where we need it to go, and then punch it out. Okay, so we're controlling and punching. If you see them maybe hyperextending, right, try not to get them to do that. Again, it varies, right, as depending on what you're doing as a power lifter, this and that. I'm talking for a beginner, right? Let's teach 3 points of contact if it's off the back, all right, and if not, right, if it's a half kneeling press or something similar, right, at least keeping that core engaged, right, so we're not hyperextending, we're not throwing the ribs and flaring the ribs open, disengaging the core and destabilizing that spine. So let's teach them some good habits right off the bat. So again, we're here, right, I'm locked in, using my core, right, you can tap that core, make sure they have it turned on, make sure it's tight, eccentric, concentric, all right, and once that looks good, they'll be good to go for most of those variations. All right, guys, so that's how we like to teach that horizontal press.